Taxi Journey, a short radio play by Phil Taylor. Characters Rob, male, 30s, 40s, Jane, female, 30s, 40s. Light traffic noise in the background.
Well, we're in the taxi now. Are you really sure you want to go through with this?
You have asked me at least 9 times, and I said yes each time.
There are other options, you know.
I'd thump you, but I can't move my arms.
Mouth is working okay.
Are you wanting me to spit at you?
If I get too close, I might be the victim of a Glasgow kiss.
Quadriplegic KO's husband in last gasp attempt to get his life insurance.
I think the adrenaline is beginning to flow. Do you need anything?
Do you have the strength to lift up my medication suitcase?
Not without getting backache. I think we should look at getting sponsorship from Boots.
Bit late now, don't you think?
I think I used 2 pens just completing all the paperwork for this journey.
Nonsense. You did most of it online.
But I had to print it all out. You can't come to Switzerland without a lever arch file of paper.
Oh, you able-bodied have such a tough life.
I still have difficulty believing we're here.
You still have difficulty believing that Wales lost the rugby to England for the 2nd year in succession. We all have to move on. Even men who have had the same breakfast cereal every day for 20 years.
What is wrong with shredded wheat, I ask you?
Nothing. But change is not always a bad thing.
I do change my socks and pants once a...
Stop. Guess the missing word. Week, fortnight, month.
I'm better than Johnny and Hugh. Person high.
Quite typical for young men.
How would you know?
Daytime television. Lots of interesting programmes on daytime television. Human interest, they call it.
You provide me with enough human interest.
Quick, get me a hanky from one of my pockets before I flood the floor of the taxi.
We took you to the toilet at the airport.
That Glasgow kiss is imminent. Seriously, my nose is running. I think it must be the change in temperature.
There's not a lot I can do about that.
Get the hanky.
Sorry, hanky produced.
Thank you. How far are we from the clinic now?
Just a couple of miles. Still time to change your mind.
It may be a woman's prerogative, but not this one.
Do you want to send Johnny and Hugh a message before we reach the clinic?
A nice smile. They won't see the like of that again.
Just something to reassure them we'll be fine. They were very worried. If we'd been able to afford it, they would have come too.
To Johnny and Hewell, life can be cruel, but bear up and hold up like men. It won't be a week, you'll miss that squeak and Dad will be with you again.
I'm not sure that will ease their anxieties.
A little bit of stress won't harm them.
I think they've had more than a little bit of stress since the accident.
So they have adapted. No worry.
Phone's vibrating. I think messages are starting to come through. My brother, he respires your decision. Oh no, second text. He respects your decision and, shall we say, swears about predictive texting.
Text back telling him he's an asshole. Then apologise and say you meant a sweet soul.
Oh, one from your oh so dear sister. If I have time, can I bring her back a Roger Federer polo shirt? Cheeky so-and-so. But they cost a mini mortgage here in Switzerland. No tender sweet nothings from her. Hard-headed finance rules the day.
What can you expect from a sister called Charity?
Why'd your parents give her that name?
They had no faith, had given up hope when she unexpectedly appeared.
Have you been reading Oscar Wilde or Dorothy Parker?
Neither. Just Hewell's GCSE English essays.
Surely not the uncensored versions.
Just do not allow him to go to Ibiza. Ever.
Here's the clinic. Hope there's someone to help with the wheelchair and luggage. Ah, yes, here comes the porter. Bonjour, monsieur. Portez-vous les valises?
Ooh, I'm impressed. Not a bad room. I can just about see a mountain.
Should be able to see all the Alps for the price, I reckon. Right, the doctor will be here in a minute. Have you rehearsed what you're going to say to her?
About 1,000 times.
Okay. Try it out on me.
I am quadriplegic as a result of an accident and can do little with my arms and legs. However, I can read and speak. And am building up a career as a motivational speaker. And as the head is the only part of me that most people look at, I desperately need a nice smile. This full set of dental implants will give me a huge amount of confidence. And despite the expense and the risks of the anaesthetic in my condition, I am desperate to proceed.
Knock at the door.
Here she is. Let's go for it.
N.